Hey everyone, this is Deandra, your Dollhouse mistress. On here, I go over techniques and tips as a PSO to start earning 250 plus per shift per day. It is absolutely possible. So this was a live I did yesterday, and I am so sorry, guys. I had to cut some stuff out because my audio and images were not there 100%. Not sure what happened, but I've decided to go ahead and salvage what I could from my live. So feel free to watch, feel free to ask me questions, and of course, check out the description for all of the links for my PSO training so that I can help you start being a successful phone sex operator and working from home on your own time to help you reach your goals. Also, just know that right now I do have a Black Friday sale going on this week. Code BF50 will get you 50% off of everything. The details are down in the description. The links are down in the description, so feel free to check it out. And also, what unfortunately, because of whatever happened, I was able to salvage from my live from yesterday. Hey everybody, it is me, Deandra, the phone sex dollhouse mistress. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know why this is not working out. I don't typically have this issue, but here we go. How is everybody today? I am Deandra, your phone sex dollhouse mistress. Now, on this channel, I teach people how to become phone sex operators, how to start from home. How does it work essentially? If you are interested right now, as you can see right now, because of Black Friday, I have a 50% off code. I don't typically do this much. So if you've been thinking about becoming a phone sex operator, if you want to learn how to work from home, if you want a fun side hustle that's easy, that you can do on your own time, you don't have to depend on anything else, anyone else, you don't want inventory, you don't want to drive around your city like crazy, consider becoming a phone sex operator. It is fun. It is awesome. I've been doing it for 17 years with a full-time job. I used to be a teacher and I quit teaching in 2022 because I was also a part-time phone sex operator. I've been doing it pretty much since college, guys, and part-time all the time, except now, 2022, I was just done teaching. I was ready for something else, ready to be my own boss, to not have to ask somebody for time off, ready to make money for myself from home, which I've always done part-time. And then I decided, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go be my own boss for a while, do what I'm going to do, and see how long that lasts, right? So I quit teaching. I've been a phone sex operator since, and now I do it full-time but you can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, you can do it however you want to. And it's from home. You're not driving around your city, delivering food, wasting your gas, wasting all this time. You don't need any kind of inventory, which is awesome. So it is extra profitable because of that. But this is the website. It is going to be down in the description as well, y'all. And of course, right when you're busy, that's when your phone starts ringing like crazy and you're here all day sitting around doing nothing and nobody's looking for you, nobody's texting you, nobody nothing, right, guys? Did y'all hear my phone go off like 6 times suddenly? It always happens like that, doesn't it? Let me see why it's beeping like crazy. It was like 6 text messages, one right after the other. But when you're just sitting around all bored, just at home, let me know in the comments. Does this happen to you? Nobody's like calling you, messaging you, anything. But anyways, back to our topic. This is the website to go to, guys. This is where to find all of the information. BF50, because it is Black Friday week. This code will be valid until next Sunday. So 50% off of everything. I do one-on-one trainings. We can do some trainings. We can you can grab some ebooks to teach you all of the different aspects of being a phone sex operator. Whether you are totally brand new as a brand new baby PSO, or if you have some years of experience. I've worked with people on both ends of the spectrum. I myself have been doing it for 17 years and I freaking love it. Like I said, I've been doing it pretty much since since college, and I ended up quitting teaching. I was doing this while I had a 14-year teaching career. So I quit teaching in 2022, and this is what I do now full time on my own time when I want. I don't have a boss I have to request, hey, can I have this day off, that day off? If I don't want to work on Tuesday, if I don't want to work on Monday, guess what? I'm not logging on. So let me answer some questions that are pretty popular, guys. Is it profitable to be a PSO? Absolutely, yes. Why? No inventory, no major investments to get it going. Just in my case, right? And I'm totally optional even at that. So I train people. There is an investment to start, but I actually tell you, do this, do not do that. Write this, do not write that. Let me actually help you get started correctly, right? Nothing to buy though, because as long as you have a phone that connects to the internet, you're golden. That's all you need. Jesus Christ, I suddenly became extra popular, guys. Thank y'all for the likes. Keep that up, guys. So, anyways, all you need is a phone. If you have a phone that connects to the internet, your cell phone. I'm assuming most of y'all are watching this on your cell phone because that's where most of us do watch YouTube now. I know that I'm always watching while I'm asleep in bed from my phone. Jesus Christ. Isn't that insane, y'all? But anyways, speaking about the phone ringing, right? Typically, that's a good thing because when the phone rings, that's when you're making your money. So the theme of the night is literally, or I guess this live, literally put an ATM in your bedroom. Actually, put an ATM in your hand. So she's got two phones on here. She's got one line over here and one line over here because you can be logged in as a PSO into different companies as long as you have different phone numbers. Yes, even like Google Voice, whatever, it works. You can get the numbers routed onto your phone number. You do not actually have to give your personal phone number to anybody. I never do that. I always advise everybody safety first, right? Don't give your personal phone number away to people who you are meeting on the lines because then they're going to be like, oh, I'll cash app you some money. No worries, whatever. Maybe they might do that for a little bit, but eventually they're going to be like, well, we're friends. You can just call me. I'll pay you later. BS. No, don't do that, y'all. Don't be giving your personal phone numbers. Basically, the way that the companies work. And on this page, hi guys, there's three of y'all. Say hello in the chat. Ask me your questions. I'm teaching people how to become phone sex operators. If you're interested in checking out the trainings I offer, the ebooks and stuff, go here. It's also down in the chat and use code BF50 this week. My goodness, craziness. But anyways, y'all, um, so I'm talking about being a phone sex operator. What do you need? Is it profitable to be a phone sex operator? Yes, I help people make $300 plus in a day constantly. It really doesn't take that much, guys, especially once you're in this in a couple of hours a day, 4 to 6 hours a day, you could easily make $300 in a day. In a minute, I'll do the breakdown of the numbers. I have another video that I've also done the breakdown depending on what you decide to charge. Because again, this is totally up to you. Be your own boss, totally flexible, totally independent. If you're with a independent company. Hi, everybody. Hey, Honey Lee, welcome. How are you? I am Deandra. Tell me all, where are you from? What are your questions for me? Have you considered becoming a PSO? Are you looking for a side hustle that is easy, that is fun, where you can make really good money from home and where you don't have to put yourself out there? Because this can be totally anonymous, guys. If you're wondering, can you make money being faceless? Can you being anonymous? Absolutely. I help people get started all the time. I myself have been doing this for 17 years. I will log in whenever I want, right? Because it's up to us. I tend to log in the evenings, but I also do day shifts as well sometimes. And I will log in a couple hours, make anywhere from 250 to 350 a day. Can I teach you to do the same? Absolutely. So Going back to my question, guys, is being a PSO profitable? Absolutely. You do not need any kind of inventory. You do not need to buy anything crazy. A lot of places, a lot of companies have really, really big investments. You don't need that here. Most of the platforms already have traffic. You don't even need to promote yourself on like Twitter and things like that. Hi. Okay, so when you're logging on, every single shift, guys, mass message everybody, hey, I'm online and I want to play. I want to get really dirty. I want to have a lot of fun with you, right? So those are some things that you definitely want to do to bring in those callers, to bring those callers in. So guys, feel free to ask me more questions in the chat. That is what I'm here for. I'm here to help y'all get more money, start working from home, and getting basically your financial goals done. So if you're interested in setting up a one-on-one chat, guys, where we can sit down and go over your programs, where we can go over your programs, your profiles, that's what I meant. So that we can make sure to get you ranking, to get you seen. So some time ago, I did a one-on-one session with somebody. She had a night flirt account, and her night flirt account didn't have a lot of the SEO things they look for on night flirt. So I looked at what she had, I tweaked it a little bit. I worked with what she already had because she had her own niche, she had her own thing and her own focus area, and we edited that up a little bit. We gave it a little bit of what's it called? SEO, HTML, made it look nice because guys, Night Flirt gives us that option. They want us to work on our profile. They want us to look nice. The callers also look at it, and if they see like just a regular chunk, a paragraph like that looks boring. We have that opportunity and that ability. If you don't know how to do HTML, that's totally fine. I can definitely help you. So we looked at hers. I put it into the HTML converter thing. Um, Worked on it, tweaked it, made it look pretty, not super fancy, not super crazy. People don't need that. Just keep it simple and nice and elegant. Put a little picture here and there. And then we input that. It got approved like that, literally while we were on our hour session. And then we saw that her bid to be number one at that point, and I tell her, I was like, you don't necessarily got to be number one, but her bid to be number one was going to be like $3.39 per click. And I'm like, that is too much. Like, that's crazy. I don't want you paying like $4 per click. I said, okay, let's see what the new profile description does. So later that night, she went ahead and logged on. She did put in a bid, not 339. I'm like, that's crazy, but we're gonna get you to a good spot. Anyways, by that point that she went in, she sent me a screenshot. It had dropped down simply with the SEO that we input for her profile itself. It dropped her bid number down from 339 to like 242. So the fact that it was going to save her that money per bid, which is a potential customer that could come in to like talk to her and stuff, was really awesome. We basically cut it in half. And then after her first shift, she actually ended up making that night. I think she said she made like $289 that night in a couple of hours, which she said she never did on Night Flirt before that because her account was, number one, it was boring. It was literally just a chunk of text like that. So people would look at it. And even though she's an awesome PSO and she has experience and like she's really good with the callers and stuff, they weren't getting to that point with her. They weren't getting to meet her and talk to her and experience that with her because the profile itself wasn't bringing people in. It wasn't enticing enough with what it actually said to get the caller to pick up the phone and call, which is the most important thing. So the profile itself is one of the most important things. That is something I can do with y'all, and we can sit down in a 1-hour training, or y'all can look at the other trainings. It is linked down below. I will go ahead and put it there so that we can look at your profiles, optimize them. Number one for SEO. So Night Flirt itself, the websites themselves will be like oh, put this one up at the top because this one has a higher chance of getting in callers. Because when you're making money, you're getting calls. They're making money too. They want that. They want us to work on it. So very, very important, guys. So that's one thing that I definitely believe y'all need to do that. But let me go in here and show you all what this website looks like and where y'all can go in and do the trainings and stuff. So, okay, guys, here it is. This is, ooh, too bright. All right, here we go. So anyways, y'all, here's the website. That is going to be this website right here, PSO trainings, bit.ly/PSO trainings, bit.ly/PSO trainings. If y'all come on here, it'll go to this website. Let me look at the training bundles. So if you go to the training bundles, guys, so the training bundles, we can do 1 hour. This is where I can meet with you. We'll look at your actual account. You'll look at your program. We'll look at everything. That is a 1 hour session. We can also do 4 sessions plus all of my ebooks. I will go through all of the ebooks here in a minute. So we can do one of those. This is a 4-hour session. And right now, if you use code BF50, you get 50% off of everything, the trainings, the ebooks, all of it. So you can also do 2-hour sessions with me, and then we can go ahead and you get all of the ebooks. So you're getting all of the information, everything I'm breaking down here and in all my videos and in all of these PDFs. You'll have it so you can start implementing it and using it easily and quickly for yourself. All right, guys. So that is that, but let me show you all the main site, all of the other ebooks. So how to get started being a PSO, a little bit of all of the details that you need. So if you wanted to get started, you wanted just a good starting point, this would be the ebook for you. If you already have experience, if you already have a profile, if you already have some time that you've been doing this under your belt, this isn't where you're going to want to start. However, if you do already have a little bit of experience, the rest of them are basically good for all of us, no matter what level we're at. So phone sex character workbook. A lot of y'all are not making money and not doing good because you don't know your character. You don't know your persona. For some of you, it's you. Awesome. Share yourself. A lot of y'all have characters like I do, where you're not putting yourself personally out there, but you are going to go ahead and say, my name is Deandra, for example. You are going to say, my name is Sarah. My name is Allie. But you don't know who Allie is. You don't know who Sarah is. And that is part of why you're not making money. The person you're talking to on the phone realizes that. So when is Sarah's birthday? What is she like? What is she not like? What is her favorite music? What is her favorite movie? What food does she hate? Do that for however many characters you have. This workbook will help you build a good persona. And on top of that, get to all of those little details, and it shows you the importance of that. Then I do have a second one. This one is a fill in the blank. This is a companion. You can get both of those. I do have a bundle with both of these and some other ebooks that you would be super helpful. But if you did this one alone, you're totally fine. You're good. You could do both together. I will go through those bundles in a minute. This one, if you get nothing else, new experience does not matter. It's probably the best, most useful ebook in the whole site because you get the actual phone sex conversation starters. If y'all go into my shorts and look at my information, guys, um, I I have very long call time. I will have a caller with me for 40 minutes, an hour, usually an hour and a half or so. That's my average. Why? Because I know how to talk to people. I know what to say. I know how to get them on the phone, and I know how to keep them on the phone with me. I have 100 conversation starters, 100 scripts where I'm literally telling you, drop your voice, say it like this, say this, wait 5 seconds, breathe harder, breathe slower. Literally, I'm telling you what to do. So if you don't know what to do, if you're good at getting them on the phone, but you want to learn how to keep them on the phone, this is the ebook for you. 100 plus conversation starters. actual scripts. Plus, I also convert it. So, like, what would be the inversion of this scenario, of this story, of this um, role play, right? Because that's what they are. So, for example, if I'm the dirty secretary right now, well, the inversion obviously is that I'm the boss, you're the intern, or whatever. And then I tell you what to say, what to, whatever, right? So, y'all get the point. But that's probably the best ebook out there. It was actually my first one. And then how to start getting callers, how to start promoting yourself. I kind of went over this is one of the things in this ebook. So how do you use what you have to get the most money out of your goodies, your products, yourself, essentially, and what you're putting out there? But also, how to use social media the correct way where we're not getting banned, we're not getting flagged, we're not putting things out there that are going to get us in trouble in any given way to promote yourself, right? And get more money, more traffic to your site. Clock Me Daddy. This is a scheduling ebook because when we work for ourselves, this is probably the hardest thing for me, right? And for a lot of people, especially when you go from having a full-time job where you know your hours, know your time, to going to work for yourself, guys, the hardest thing you're going to do is always going to be like staying on top of yourself and being disciplined with yourself. This ebook will give you some tips and things I've learned over the years to help you. So, Clock Me Daddy is an awesome one. This one is not related to being a PSO. This is a side hustle ebook where it has to do with casinos and it has to do with writing envelopes basically to get credit at these online casinos so you can go in and play and earn some money. Does it work? Yes, it does. It was pretty popular on TikTok for a while. It was called Moolah with, no, what was it called? Basically, writing envelopes for money. Anyways, I've got that in there for y'all if you're interested in that too. I've got the pre-game training session, a 1 hour session, just you and me on Zoom, going over all of these different things. So you can do the session on its own, or you can do the session plus all of the ebooks. My 4 hours online plus all of the ebooks I've just talked about, my after party session, my happy hour training session. This is 2 hours, me and you online, and all of the ebooks I've mentioned. Listen Power. Um, so do you want to get a little bit dark, a little bit dominant, or do you want to talk about being the sub? Either way, how to handle those given calls, Listen Power is going to help you out. Dominance and Desire, this right here as well. Very fun books to write. Those calls are awesome, especially if you want to niche down into that given like niche, obviously. Those books are really good for that. And I am going to be putting some more out. I'm working on volume 2 right now. But anyways, guys, make sure that y'all do follow and subscribe, hit the little bell so y'all get the notification of when I'm starting to release more of these ebooks out. But if your niche is you want to be dominant, you want to take those types of calls, those 2 ebooks right there are really good for you. And then right now I do have 9 ebooks total that I've talked about. You can get just these ebooks, like the whole bundle, guys. You can go ahead and get that right there. Plus, right now, like I mentioned, for those of you who are new, I do have this code for Black Friday week. So this week, if you go on here, and it's right there, it's also down in the description, guys. It'll take you to this East where I'm talking about. You can get all of these ebooks for 50% off. The code again, BF50. So Black Friday, BF50 for 50% off right now. And it's good until Sunday. So go in there, grab them, get them all, guys. They're also good on the training packages. This right here is one of the bundles that I mentioned. If you just want the whole, like the steps, if you want literally just give me the meat and the potatoes. I don't care about the salad. I don't care about the bread or the sides or anything else. You just want to get started. You want to get going. This is going to be the ebook for you. So the Phone Sucks Income Starter System. You're going to get the 101 starting out. And again, that ebook is more so for people who are new. Sorry, y'all. Um, who are new and who are not necessarily started, but it's still good. It's still good for those of us who have experience. But that is like brand new PSO ebook. Create your personas. Again, that book is powerful. I've had people tell me who've had 8 years, 10 years, 12 years experience be like, I've never thought about this with my character. I've never thought about that. And once they went through that, their call times went up. Like when they went through and decided, okay, so wait, my character is not my age. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be your age. You're playing a character, right? She can like rock music and you personally can hate rock music. Who knows? Like, whatever. Of course, if that's what you're going to do, learn a little bit about rock music. Because if somebody's like, who's your favorite artist? And you're like, rock music. And they're like, well, what song, what artist? And you're like, I don't know. Pat McGrath. I don't know. They're going to be like, okay. I don't know. That's the first one that came to my head. But anyways, promote yourself, how to promote yourself, and then learn what to say, the 100 conversation starter ebook. That's going to be that package right there. The next bundle, seductive persona. Again, like I mentioned, you can get both of these ebooks by themselves. The phone sex character workbook plus the writing in the companion workbook that goes into more detail. They work together, guys. Plus, you also get the 100 PSO conversation starters ebooks in this section. And again, guys, right now, 50% off. You would go down there, add them in there. A little bit of the descriptions are down here, so feel free to go check these out. And my last bundle that I have up right now, guys, 3 ebooks. Your Phone Sex 101 for those of you who are starting off, your 100 plus conversation starters, exactly what to say in any given scenario or situation, then how to flip that conversation, and how to go about promoting yourself. So I want to make sure that regardless of which bundle you buy or which book you buy, I've spent so much time writing these. Each one of them, that's why I don't necessarily pop one out every week. I'm not sitting there with like AI and having it write it out. I'm literally going in and putting time, effort, energy into them, guys. So I hope that y'all like them if you decide to buy one. If you have questions, feel free to drop it in. And again, where can you find this site? In my description, in my links, all of that. You can type in bit.ly PSO trainings, and that'll take you straight to the site. Right now, Black Friday sale, BF50. So you can start working from home. Like, wouldn't it be nice to not have to ask your boss for time off for Thanksgiving? Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to wake up and say, you know what? I'm not going to work Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday because I'm going to be out of town. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to say, I don't want to work right now. I'm going to wait another hour or two before I log in. That is the type of freedom you have. That is the type of freedom that I have when it comes to being a PSO. I get to decide when do I want to log in. And of course, there's strategy that goes with that, guys, because I'm not going to log in and just wait around for calls. If you are a PSO and that's what you're doing, we definitely need to sit down and talk, because I need to help you make sure that when you decide to log in, you start getting calls so you can start getting money that given moment. So this is how, guys, this is how we make that money. And let me show y'all how many hours do you need. I will go down here. So I can show y'all and start showing y'all how many hours does it take, because the title of this video, I believe, was $250 a day. So if the goal is to make $250 from home, how do PSOs get paid? Again, it's definitely profitable. Yes, because all you need is your phone. Like, literally, y'all. That's all you need, a phone with internet. You can start making money from home. So if I wanted to get $250 a day every time that I worked, There are going to be sites. You are getting paid per talk time. So that means that we are on the phone talking to people, we're getting paid. And yes, I talked about the goodies, the audios, anything you can sell. Sellable digital products, that's what that is, guys. Y'all have heard that a lot, right? So the phone sex industry is probably the first industry to start using digital products. So we have been ahead of the game on this for a very long time. We've been doing digital products forever, y'all. So if you want to learn how to start making that income, how to start getting those digital products, all this is extra. I'm not even counting that, because I mean, how do you get 250 by being on the phone on your shift? If you have a good collection of goodies and you know how to sell the audios, the pictures, the videos, the goodies, which is this that I explained over here, then you'll be making even more than that 250. That's going to be the goal, 250 plus a day. And that's what I want for y'all. All right. So 250 plus a day. All right. So if I'm charging 150 a minute, some websites are going to pay you, and I've done this breakdown in other videos too. Some websites will pay you 70%, some pay you 50%, and some pay you 35%. At 70% of 150 a minute, I'm going to get $1.05 from that paid to me. At 50%, and I'm charging $1.50 a minute, I am going to be making 52 cents a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. This is 75 cents. 75 cents. And at the 35, I'm making 52 cents. So obviously the best one is going to be where I'm making $1.05 a minute of talk time, right? So what I did then was $250 divided by 105 is going to be 238.9 whatever minutes. We're just going to do an easy number and say 240 minutes divided by 60 for an hour, right? And that's going to be 4 hours, guys. In 4 hours of talk time at 70% per minute, you can make $250 during that shift. And that is going to be the most important thing, right? How do you figure out these numbers? How much do you want per day? And you know what's crazy, guys? If you want $300 per shift, I'm going to put this up here. $300 per shift, guys, is only 4.5 hours of talk time. So if you want to make $300 a day, can you spare about half an hour more to make a little bit more money at 70% commission? And essentially it's a commission, 70 cents, 70% a minute. $1.05 at the price of 150. Now 150, I did this math because this is what I tell people to always start off at. Don't start below this. It's too cheap. You're not going to make the money you want or the money you should be making as a phone sex operator. But you want to start off from anywhere from 150 to 199 a minute. And as you go little by little, you can start raising it. But this is going to be your start point. But here's the thing, and you can start at whatever you want, but my specific tip is don't go beyond that $1.99 a minute, because if customers see there's no reviews on your account, they see your profile and they're like, oh, this person doesn't get calls, they're not going to be as willing to call if it's going to charge them a little bit more per minute, because you're essentially not not like experienced enough yet, or that's how it's going to be perceived. So when you have a brand new account at a new company, you want to do it at that 150 or so, right about that point. 150, 175. 175 I think looks weird. I've seen it before. I myself, I think it's just like a number thing, or like we just go, I don't know about that. So 150 or 199 is where you should stick at. 199 is like almost a $2 a minute. It's people will see it, not bat an eyelash. People will see 150, not bat an eyelash. But do not go below that range. So at 150 a minute, at that 70%, guys, is going to give you that 105. At 50%, in order to get to 50, you're going to end up working 5.5 hours to get to your $250 day. And at 52 cents a minute, you're going to end up working 8 hours to get to a $250 day. So that's essentially, guys, how to figure out how much do you want to make, right? And let's just say that you did make that 250 a day. That was your goal. Now, how many days a month do you want to work? Most people don't necessarily want to work 30 days, right? Or 31 days. That would be working every day. So let's just say you decided to do it for 20 days. That's 10 days off a month. So 250 times your 20 days, that in itself is going to give you a $5,000 a month. So how much money do you want per month? Take home, right? Because taxes, you are going to be 1099. Taxes are not taken out. So you are literally bringing home $5,000 a month. Now, what to do with taxes, I'm going to make a video closer to tax season, but just kind of be aware that if I tell you you're making this amount of money that day, this is what you're getting. You are a 1099 worker, which means that they're not taking your taxes out. They will, of course, ask you to report it. They're going to do what they need to do. They're going to send that information. They'll send you a form typically towards tax season. You take care of what you need to take care of. But just keep in mind. So working 20 days a week, a month, I mean. If you wanted to work a little bit more, then go for it. If you literally want to work another half an hour a day and get $300 a month, let's see what that number would be. So 300 times 20 equals what? 6,000 a month. So, guys, these numbers are super simple to get. This is super easy for people to do. I teach people how to do this all of the time. It is doable, and you're doing this from home at the hours that are convenient for you. You are not having to depend on anybody else. You don't have to drive anywhere. You get to spend time at home. You get to spend time with your family, work around your kids if you've got kids. Men, you can also do this. Typically, we look and we're like phone sex operator, women, but there's a lot of men who do this too. Y'all have kids, y'all have families, friends, other obligations, or other activities or things you want to do. This is a great way to start making some really good money. 5,000 per month, 6,000 per month from home. I've just broken the numbers down, guys. And how do you do this? I can go ahead and help you get started. Check out my links in the description. Check out some of my other videos where I literally show you actual proof of my income and whatnot and what is possible. So go here, guys, bit.ly/PSO trainings. And then the code for right now for Black Friday, BF50, go and use that. It's good for pretty much everything right now. The trainings as well, the ebook bundles. That way you can start doing this from home and you can start doing this part-time while you have a full-time job. Absolutely. That's what I did for many years. When I was ready to quit my full-time job, this is what I decided to do. I decided to say, okay, I'm done teaching. I was a school teacher. I had that schedule and I was able to do this. And every shift I would log on, I'd make an extra 200, 300, or whatever it was. And if I was at home, didn't have anything to do, I was watching a movie, why not log in, right? Make some extra money from home, literally while I was watching Netflix. But guys, again, is it possible to make money with phone sex? Is it profitable? Do they still exist? Absolutely. There are even brand new companies starting up and starting to kick butt in the industry. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat. I'm about to end the chat or the live, but yeah, drop them down in the chat in the comment section. Feel free to email me. My email will be down in the description. Feel free to check out the ebook store, bit.ly/PSO trainings. Everything is down below. And if you're ready to really get started, if you're ready to really learn how to start earning this type of money, possibly even more from home as the phone sex operator, so that this year you can make more money, whether you're just wanting holiday income and to do it for like 2 or 3 months, whether you're wanting to actually get a side hustle or you're not having to drive around your city, you're not having to use your vehicle, you're not having to buy a shit ton of inventory, literally just with this, your phone, then this is what I want you to do, and this is where I want you to go, guys. I want you to get those ebooks. I want you to get better at it if you're already doing it. I want you to start earning the money you really want to earn so that I can help you. I would love for y'all to do those trainings and so that you can reach your goals because it is crazy. And I know right now that's what a lot of us are looking at. That's what a lot of us are wanting and are needing, especially given the economy and things going up right now, especially given just all of the BS people are dealing with. Like, I don't know how all of our government workers have been doing it the last few months, especially those who don't have an extra income source. So I would hate to rely on that one income source. And then just because the government decided to shut down, suddenly it's gone. So that is where something like this can come in. That is why it's also important to have either secondary stream of income or to work on something or do something for yourself that doesn't depend on all of those other outside forces that, government decides to shut down, say goodbye to your paycheck for the next 5 weeks. The company is downsizing, say goodbye to your job and good luck in the future, right? Here, I have 5 different companies I can work with. I'm already established. I'm already working with them. I sign into 3, but if one starts going slowly, well, guess what? I can jump on the other and see how that goes. Because you're not necessarily tied up with one or the other. That's not how it works here. Plus, like I said, down here, you're 1099, so you can sign up with more than 2 or 3 companies. So you can do whatever you feel you need to for yourself. So you're not dependent on outside forces, on decisions other people make, on what the government may be or may not be doing. You are totally able to decide. When do you work? You're not even dependent on saying, hey, can I have some time to go visit my family for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Christmas is coming up, right? A lot of people are going to, I know it happens every year because one of my good friends, her job basically tells her, do you want Thanksgiving off or do you want Christmas off? And that kind of sucks, right? Because like I want both off and I want more than just the day because my family lives out of town. So she's every single year having to make that choice. Do I want to take Christmas this year or do I want to take Thanksgiving this year? And I know there's a lot of people in that boat. Not if you're a PSO, you get to say, I'm not going to work on these given days, and that's that. Or I can work on those given days, but I'm only going to work from like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. or this or that. So anyways, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it. I hope that I've given y'all some good information. I hope I've given you something to think about. I hope that if you are considering becoming a PSO, you will consider looking at my offers, looking at my trainings, and letting me help you get started. And if you're already working as a PSO, I hope that you will consider letting me help you get to the next level because I've done it with so many others and I've seen the difference between, oh, I'm not getting calls, I'm not getting any customers, I'm not getting sales, I'm about to give up, to literally days later, what the hell? I did this 2 things. I implemented 2 things, and I just got off of a $289 shift, and I only did like 4 hours. I love that. I love being able to help others get to that level and do that again and again. The other day, I had a PSO that I've trained make $1,000 in a day. And then the other day, she sent me a message too. It was like 10 a.m. on a Sunday. She'd already made over $300, y'all. And she's like, my goal is $666. And I was like, fucking get it. Like, fuck yes. And then, um, and I just love it. I freaking love it. So, anyways, guys, if you are thinking about working from home, if you want to make some extra money, or if you want to quit your job or whatever, this is your sign to become a phone sex operator. And I hope you will allow me to help you, whether it is with the PSO trainings or whether it is with the ebooks. Anyways, ask your questions down below. I am here to help. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out some of my shorts and other videos, and feel free to reach out. Bye, everybody.